America is one of the most visited countries for tourism, business, and medical services. This country has thousands of visitors annually from Mexico. Due to such traffic, the US government defines some arrangements such as the Border Crossing Card, or BCC. Hi, this is Max from the Visa Library. In this video, I have some good news for our Mexican viewers. I will give you information about the US Border Crossing Card, application process, fees, and other essential details. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, no time is better than right now. Like the video as well, so you can get notified every time we make new videos. Know this, we publish 3 new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe. Let's go! What is a border crossing card? The BCC is a combination of B1 and B2 visas that is printed as a laminated card with specific graphic features. It looks like a driver's license and is the size of a credit card. The holder of this card can enter the US from the Mexico border by land or sea and is permitted to enter the US borders. The holder is authorized to stay in the US for less than 72 hours to do some activities such as shopping or visiting. For more extended stays, you need to apply for I-94 form. Just as with 1-year visitor visas, the BCC does not allow you to work in the United States. Okay, here's a question. Who is eligible for the BCC? Basically, you should meet the eligibility standards for B1 or B2 visas to obtain the card. You can see our video here. I have also put the link of our video in the description. But let's look at some general ones. Number 1, you must be both a Mexican citizen and resident. Number 2, you must demonstrate that you do not intend to stay in the United States. Number 3, you must be able to cover the expenses of temporary residence in the United States. Number 4, you must show that you have no conviction records by letter from the home country authorities. Number 5, you must have significant ties to Mexico, such as owning land or a business. Another question, how to apply for the US Border Crossing Card? The process of visa application for BCC is similar to the B1 or B2 visas and requires precisely the same documents. Seriously, go and watch our video about B visas. You must provide a valid Mexican passport at the time of application. Okay, how much is the US Border Crossing Card fee? The application fee for a BCC card with 10-year validity for people over 15 is $160. And the application fee for people under 15 whose parents have a BCC or apply for is $60. Yeah. The card is valid until the applicant reaches 15 or after 10 years, whichever comes first. Remember to keep the payment receipt because you will need it when crossing the border. Another question, when does the border crossing card expires? Its validity is around 10 years after the issuance, but there are exceptions for children. Laser visas issued prior to October 1st, 2008 are still valid for travel until the expiration date on the front of the card. An important question, how far can you travel within the US on a border crossing card? In California, within 25 miles or 40 kilometers of the border. In Arizona, within 75 miles or 121 kilometers of the border. In Mexico City, within 55 miles or 89 kilometers of the border, or up to Interstate 10, whichever is further north. In Texas, within 25 miles or 40 kilometers of the border. If you want to stay longer or travel farther, you must request an I-94 at the U.S. Port of Entry from the Customs and Border Protection or CBP officers there. You may have to pay a small fee for this. The I-94 will tell you how long you can stay in the US and the type of a status you have. In the case of a BCC, you will get B1 or B2 status. Although I-94s were once issued in the form of cards, they are right now issued electronically at air or seaports. However, if you enter by land, you will be issued your I-94 in paper form. You are expected to look up electronic I-94s and download them after your US entry. But there you go. Now you can start your US border crossing card. If the steps were so confusing, don't worry. I'll put a cheat sheet for you on our website. Link is in the description. Go ahead and download it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow our social media accounts. Links are in the description. Thank you all for watching.